The BJP has finally put out its much-anticipated first list for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. A total of 185 candidates in all have been declared in round one. Now, the reason why everyone was waiting for this list is because it could give us a glimpse into what the BJP strategy is before the elections. After all, campaign slogans and manifesto promises can only take you so far. Ultimately, the candidates can at most times make all the difference. So first, let's take you through some of the VIP names on the list. Narendra Modi, of course, top of the list. He's going to contest from Varanasi once again. Now, there were some murmurs about the PM choosing Puri in Odisha, but that's clearly not happened. Amit Shah, the other big notable name on that list, he's going to make his debut in the parliamentary elections from Gandhinagar, that is L.K. Advani's seat, from where Mr. Advani has been contesting for the last many elections, but now it is Amit Shah who's going to contest in this list. The other notable thing, a large number of ministers who have made the cut. First off, Smriti Irani. She is going to be fighting from Amethi, so again, that Smriti Irani versus Rahul Gandhi battle is going to take place from Amethi. Nitin Gadkari from Nagpur, though no surprises there. Another interesting battle there with Nitin Gadkari and Nana Patole, who's a former BJP leader. Kiran Rijiju has made the list, another top minister. Sports minister and now INB broadcast minister Rajavardhan Rathore has made the list as well. And there are a whole host of them. Mahesh Sharma has made the list. Hansraj Ahir is on the list, as is, MOS PMO Jitendra Singh, among others. There is VK Singh and so many more. So what does this tell us? Does it tell us that, Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah are very happy with the current union ministers? They've done a good job. Are they playing safe? What does it really mean? Helping me slice and dice the list today is political analyst Amitabh Tiwari, who's done a little number crunching of his own. Amitabh, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to go over to you first and ask you what you made of the list.
See, the strategy clearly is threefold here. Around 25% of MPs have been dropped, which is probably below expectations because people were thinking that 35–40% of the MPs will be dropped. But this is also in line with the number of people or the MLAs who were dropped in the 3 states which went to polls recently. So the strategy clearly is that BJP is going to fight this election on the name of Modi. So they don't care really who the local MP is. The surgical strike to the arrest of Nirav Modi, campaigns like Modi hai to mumkin hai, ab ki baar fir Modi sarkar, main bhi chaukidar, all these clearly show that BJP is trying to create a similar environment wherein in 2014 presidential style elections were held. Mind you, around 28%, so almost 30% or 1/3 people considered who is the prime ministerial candidate as the most important factor while going out to vote in 2014. So it's clearly the strategy of BJP to make it a Modi versus the rest, or a Modi versus question mark, or a Majboot Sarkar versus Majboot Sarkar kind of narrative.
Amitabh, what did you make of the large number of ministers who are on the list? And there are so many more that I haven't even mentioned. There's P.P. Chaudhary, there's Satyapal Singh, a lot of names on the list. Now, I'm not making a comment on any particular minister, but overall, at the end of the 5 years of, the Modi government, the perception has been that the ministers haven't really done wonders. Everything major that this government has done has been credited to the PMO and the Prime Minister himself. But yet, a lot of ministers have made it to the list. What is the strategy you see there?
See, too much chopping and cutting names from the ministerial list would not send a good signal. I mean, if BJP declines tickets to a lot of ministers, it clearly is a message that they have non-performed or they have not performed well. And then opposition or people could ask questions, if the minister itself is not performing well, what about the other people? Mind you, this time what has happened is that BJP, though there is no Mahagathbandhan at the pan-India level, BJP is caught up in this regional fights or regional mini Gadbandhans like SP-BSP in UP. In Bihar, there is a Mahagathbandhan or a mini Gadbandhan. In Jharkhand, in Karnataka, in Tamil Nadu also for. So it does not want to give any leeway to these people to target the BJP government over the non-performance of the allies and make this contest a localized contest. Because, mind you, Congress did well in these three states also because it was able to convert the contest into a mini contest in each seat. And if you drop too many MPs and specifically ministers, then it helps the opposition in a way to make the elections localized, whereas the focus of BJP is to make it more contested on national elections and make it more presidential style.
You've also broken down, like you said, 25% of the MPs have been dropped, and this is less than what was expected. But you've also broken down statistically the caste breakup. And, as much as everyone hates the idea of caste-based politics, that's the truth. Let's not deny it. What does the caste breakup tell you? Because that is going to be very, very, tricky terrain for the BJP in view of alliances on the other side.
See, as I said, however much we hate caste, caste plays an important factor.
We don't hate caste. Politics on the basis of caste.
Caste-based politics.
Yeah.
Caste-based politics. A study by Aziz Premji Institute and CSDS, I think it was H2 2018, said that 55% of people prefer to vote for the candidate of their own caste. So it plays a big role. And if you analyze the BJP list, almost 2/3 of the candidates belong to the upper caste and the OBC category. To note, the almost 2/3 or upper caste and 1/3 OBCs supported BJP in 2014, and these numbers were very high in the Hindi heartland states. So it was almost 70% plus support for BJP from the upper caste or the forward caste, and 60% plus from the non-Yadav OBCs or OBCs. So what it is trying is that it is trying to consolidate this vote bank, because what happened last time also was that BJP also received the maximum support among parties from the SCs and the ST category. But this time it feels that this vote may not come to BJP, and again the three state elections are evidence of this, and also due to alliances in key states like SP, BSP coming together in UP. So it feels that the Dalit and the scheduled tribe vote might not come to the party fold, and that's why it is an attempt to consolidate its anchor voting segment who have traditionally supported the BJP in the past, which is upper caste and OBCs.
I find that interesting, Amitabh, because if there is one thing that, Narendra Modi has tried to do in these last 5 years is change the perception of who the BJP's traditional vote bank is, which was always upper caste and OBC. It's been a government that has tried to show the image of being very pro-poor, has taken a lot of other castes and lower castes along with them in various elections. This seems to be like going back to a comfortable equation which they know they can depend on.
Yes, see, BJP or the RSS always believes in this unified Hindu vote theory or vote model. So wherein if the Hindus consolidate behind the BJP, it will not lose any elections. But what has happened is that as I said earlier, the caste-based alliances in many states, specifically UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, even Karnataka or Maharashtra to that extent, has forced BJP to rethink on its strategy, and and somehow the opposition has been able to create this narrative that the party is anti-Dalit. So it feels that it may not get the same support as it got in 2014. Mind you, it even earlier BSP used to get the largest share of the SC vote, almost 22-25% nationally, but last time BJP exceeded that. but it feels that this vote bank might slip away due to various issues: SC/ST Atrocities Act, 10% reservation for the economically weaker sections, and the various incidents of violence which have taken place in the past 4 or 5 years. So that's why it is more moving back to its core bank, because there was also this resentment among the upper caste, specifically, which it tried to soothe through the 10% reservation. So it is essentially going back to its own strength, or own core strength, or the own traditional vote bank.
Another thing I noticed, because you spoke about traditional vote banks, are names like Sakshi Maharaj, Mahesh Sharma, Anant Kumar Hegde. Of course, Mahesh Sharma and Mr. Hegde are ministers. But all three of these leaders over the last few years have been quoted officially as, making very provocative statements. They represent the right-wing Hindutva element very strongly within the BJP. Another message being sent there?
See, Hindutva is a plank which has worked for BJP in the past, and in fact, many people, many traditional voters are unhappy that BJP probably has not done much on the Ram temple aspect. So dropping MPs who have an image of a hard Hindutva might not have worked for BJP's well in the election. So it has probably decided to go along with these names in these elections, despite them making controversial statements in the past.
Okay, let's go through some of the key contests which we now know, because there are a couple of lists from the Congress and other parties, and now you have the BJP's first list. So one of these key contests, of course, from Amethi, Smriti Irani versus Rahul Gandhi. That's an interesting one to look out for. There's Nitin Gadkari versus Nana Patole, who is in fact a BJP leader who quit the party in 2017 and then joined the Congress. That will be a key fight as well. Key fights, in the RLD as well. Jayant Chaudhary will be facing a key fight against Satyapal Singh in Baghpat. Ajit Singh also will be facing a key fight himself. So you have some idea of how this match is going to be pitted. Sanjeev Balyan there against Ajit Singh from the Muzaffarnagar seat. Amitabh, do you think that these contests give you some sort of an inkling of what we'll see in the weeks to come?
So these contests, again, from the BJP side, what it will try to portray is that these men or these parties propagate a dynasty kind of politics, whereas the candidates which BJP has put up or propped up on these seats have risen from the ranks, or have been from the Aam Aadmi or the Aam Karyakarta per se. So BJP will try to pit these contests as dynasty versus regular people. But I'm not sure how much this will work, because see, national elections again are based a lot about the leadership qualities, and these names are big names. So I'm not sure how much BJP will be able to defeat these big names. Of course, in Baghpat, as well as or the two seats from where the Ajit Singh and his son are contesting. Last time what happened was that the Jat specifically consolidated behind the BJP. Western UP is a Jat and a Muslim dominated area, and because of an overhang of riots last time, the Jats backed the BJP, which may not happen this time, which we have also seen in Kairana. So yeah, we'll have to wait and watch how these small contests pan out.
Yeah, and another interesting contest is between Priya Dutt and Poonam Mahajan, which we'll see from Mumbai North Central. So that's also one key takeaway. If I have to sum it all up, Amitabh, what I'm getting from this list, that more than the fear of anti-incumbency is the fear of rebel candidates, maybe. If Modi is your star campaigner and your big USP, then it doesn't really matter at the end of the day who the MPs are, and also that the BJP is sticking to the tried and tested, at least in the first list, on the caste breakup factor. Does that check all the boxes, Amitabh?
Yeah, it checks all the boxes, but I have a difference of opinion on the rebel candidates part. See, what happens is that rebel candidates play a big role in the Vidhan Sabha elections, in the national elections, because there is a lot of money and resources required to contest the elections. You don't see much rebel candidates until and unless they are picked up by the other party. So the rebel candidates may not be inclined to contest as independents because it requires a lot of money from their part, and they may not be ready to part with that money. So rebel candidates may not play that bigger role because of these factors which we discussed.
All right. Thank you so much, Amitabh, for joining us. This was our, little dissection and analysis of the BJP's first list. But many more details to come out in the days to come as more parties have their lists out and we realize what kind of a key contest we're going to see in different constituencies in election 2019. Thank you for joining us.